Well, it's going to be a little while before we can vacation to Mars. Well, maybe. We think it will be. But in the meantime, Missouri is famous for offering visitors destinations with personality. What makes for a great Missouri vacation? Well, as we like to say in Missouri, there's a Mo for every MO. This week, we head back to a city that's known all over the world thanks to a man named Mark Twain and a young boy named Tom Sawyer. Today, we're traveling to Hannibal.
Hannibal, northeast Missouri, right on the Mississippi River. Number one thing people recognize is Mark Twain. Mark Twain put Hannibal on the map over 100 years ago, writing Adventures of Tom Sawyer, Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, and he used his childhood in Hannibal as the inspiration for those stories. So even back in the early 1900s, people were coming to Hannibal to see the places that inspired Mark Twain.
A lot of folks have read Mark Twain's works and they want to see where it all started. And they come to Hannibal because this was his boyhood home. And this is what he wrote about in his books. And people want to come and they want to relive that. They want to see that. Picture back in his boyhood days, he was probably sitting on this riverbank and he was creating mischief. Might have been borrowing somebody's boat or building a raft, who knows?
That's really what puts Hannibal on the map. Once people get here, they are amazed at everything else there is to see and do. Every year we have visitors from over 70 countries. And it's especially fascinating because we are a driving destination. The closest international airport is St. Louis, so people have to drive to get here. They don't happen upon us by chance. They make plans and they come. We are not surprised at all when we meet people from Australia, from Canada, from England. China and Japan are huge, Germany. They come mainly for Mark Twain and also to see that piece of Americana that they've heard so much about. We are, of course, in gorgeous downtown, right on our historic Main Street. All of the shops are locally owned and operated. We have great restaurants. We have art galleries. Of course, the Boyhood Home and Museum properties are also located downtown, making everything easily walkable. We have pottery that has been made here in Hannibal for over 30 years. We have a great artist community. Our artists have always been inspired by the Mississippi River. Mark Twain was inspired. He was a riverboat pilot for a while, and of course the Mississippi figures into many of his books, and it's still inspiring people today. If you want to take a ride on the Mississippi River, we've got the Mark Twain riverboat that does 1-hour sightseeing cruises, dinner cruises. The lighthouse in the background was originally built in 1935 for the memorial of Mark Twain's birth. It's never been an operational lighthouse in terms of navigational purposes. It is decorative. There are no navigational lighthouses on rivers. For outdoorsmen, we have wonderful parks. You can get great scenic overviews if you are looking for some beautiful photographs and photograph opportunities. We have Riverview Park, we've got Sedalis. You can also do some great bird watching. You can do hiking, biking. The Mississippi River, all you need is a fishing license. If you feel like you want to go down to the Mississippi and cast your line, you certainly can. We have bed and breakfasts if you're wanting a romantic getaway. Hannibal is a great destination whether you are a family or a couple or just some friends wanting to get out and enjoy a weekend, because we really do have a little bit of everything. It's just a very unique offering here in Northeast Missouri, only about 90 miles away from St. Louis.
But it's a wonderful place if you're looking for a getaway for a day or a weekend or even a few days. It gets you that place. It's a little town. We have a lot to offer, and it just lets you go backwards for a little bit and relax.
It really is so unique, and those shops just so cute.
You gotta love small little river towns.
Yes.
They're all fantastic, right? They're in their own way.
Yep.
Next weekend, make sure you tune in. We'll have more amazing places for you to check out in Missouri to make some plans for the summer. And a reminder, find your MO and plan a trip at visitmo.com.
All right, coming up.